Just walking. Hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello. Hello. Ah. Hello. Good to see everybody. That is taking me so long. Sorry, I'm like tardy to the party today. I know. Motivational Monday. Hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. You are live with Lorielle New on YouTube and Google Hangouts. And if you're watching on YouTube, there is a lag. It's just about to start now. Let me turn the sound off. Okay, that's how long the lag is. YouTube has just started. I took my glasses off. Hello, Motivational Monday. Woohoo! Today I am wearing "To Write Love Upon Her Arms" because the theme of my motivation today is getting through another day. Motivation for yourself or somebody you might know who might be in trouble. A girl I know, an actress I know, beautiful, talented, successful, loved by many people, killed herself last week. And that's a shame. And you know, people can be in a lot of pain, suffering from pain. Maybe you might not even know it. Maybe they tell some people, maybe they don't, maybe they pretend to be positive all the time. I know I do. Anyhow, you never, yeah, like Robin Williams. And so it's very upsetting. A lot of people don't know, well, they haven't given out all the details yet, but my motivation is we all have dark days. We all have pain and obstacles to overcome and things to do, and you know, everybody's carrying their own, you know, burden, and everybody's dealing with their own junk. So my motivation today to inspire you today is to not just be kind to yourself, and even if you think everything is like it's like completely worthless, and your life, you're in so much pain, that's a temporary situation, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It might not seem like it, but there is, hopefully, usually. And if it's not you, then maybe somebody you know is suffering. And remember that. Reach out to people. If somebody is suffering, try and inspire them to get professional help, therapy. Because Linda says, I'm sure you're not pretending. I forgot to say hello to everybody. Hello, Allura Star, and Chakra, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and hi to Dave, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mean, and Star Raven, and Angie Jonas, and Furious Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Azure Yusuf, and The Cram, and Marcel, and Jim Dandy, and Sturgis Guy, and John McCain, and N1QOV, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Philip, and Angie Jonas, and Furious Lover. Hello, John McCain says, you are my therapy, Lorielle. Thank you! That's why I do this. David Jones says, Tesis, can you mute yourself? Oh, Tesis, is your sound on? I don't hear it because my sound is off. But if somebody has their sound on, please mute it. Oh, good. Angie's in Canada for a wedding. Good for her. Oh, mute it. If I don't know how to mute it. When Dougie says he hears somebody. Somebody has their sound on. I think it's Tesis. Do you have your sound on? Okay. Thank you. But yeah, so I just want to point that out, to, you know, be kind to yourself and pay attention to other people who may need help. I mean, you never know if somebody's at the end of their rope, or if just some kindness to a stranger might make all the difference, or kindness to a friend, kindness to yourself. I know there's some of you out there dealing with challenges. Some of you are dealing with bigger challenges than others, and it's hard. It stopped. Okay. Linda says, especially where she is. Does somebody still have their sound on? Where you are? Oh, there was somebody outside. Um, and you know, like with my the girlfriend that I worked with on the movie, um, everybody's shocked because she seemed to be seemed every you know, I don't know why. I don't know her well enough to know all of the things that were upsetting her, or what was the last straw, or if it was, you know, I don't know the whys. I don't know the how. I know she killed herself. They haven't given out the information. I think the family is still, you know, waiting and processing before they kind of like make everything public. So I'm not going to say her name right now or anything about her, because I don't want to be the one to post the information all over Facebook, since it's not really my place to do that. That would be inappropriate. Um, but you know, Linda says one of her best friends didn't buy her anxiety pills, and she really needs them, but she bought earrings instead. Oh, bad life choices. Laura, you need to emphasize to your friend. You need to emphasize to your friend about good life choices and bad life choices. I know sometimes you want to treat yourself with the earrings, but yeah, it's especially hard. There are some people who are on medication, who need to be on medication, who their trouble is a lot of times once they get stabilized, they think they don't need medication, and they stop taking the medication, and then it's really hard to convince them that they really did need it and to go back on it. I don't know all the details about my friend or why or what, but I just want to motivate people to be kind to yourself, be kind to other people. Remember, everybody's dealing with a lot of crap. Everybody's got a burden and something that's upsetting them, but most people aren't telling you about it. Not everybody tells you about it. But so I feel bad when somebody, I can feel somebody's pain. I understand when somebody just is in so much pain that they think that the only solution is to just end it all. But sometimes that's a temporary situation. David Jones suggests vodka. Linda says they told her, but she says they don't have the money because you bought earrings. You don't need the earrings. When Doggy says he's been on medication for 32 years, he's so used to, oh good. Oh, and not only that, Linda says she has tons of earrings. So sometimes that's a problem in itself. You know, there's a lot of people who get addicted to buying, shopping. That's a mental issue in itself. People hoarding, collecting, just that. I know people like that. Some people hoard boxes and papers and bags and all kinds of stuff, trash, animals, people who hoard animals. Oh, yes, David Jones is wondering whether Allura Star hoards phone cases. Are you a phone case hoarder? She says no, she's only got 400. It's just four. Just four. That's okay. You're good. You're good. But yeah, I was feeling bad, and I felt particularly affected because this girl, you know, like myself, and most of my actress girlfriends could be it. She could be me. She could be my friends. You know, similar, you know, career status and history, similar, you know, so many things that are similar about her life and everything she's going through. It could be me. It could be every actress I know. So it's not just her. So I feel her pain, and I understand exactly what she was going through and what she was feeling. And I just wish somebody could have gotten through to her and said, hey, snap out of it. But she got stuck in a dark place, and she couldn't find her way out. So, but it's to me, it's a reminder and an inspiration to stay in your healthy, positive focus. Stay attentive to yourself. Stay attentive to the people around you, because sometimes people are crying out for help, but you don't understand the language they're using. Sometimes they cry out for help in destructive ways or in nonverbal ways. So remember that. Allura says, no matter what happens, you can't just sit there and feel sorry for yourself. You have to get stuff done. It's true. You have to keep moving forward, because you know, you know, you hear about people who, even people who are rich and successful and seem to have everything going for them, and still are depressed or unhappy and kill themselves. You know, it's not just people who are struggling. And you know, there's been tons of times when rich, successful people who you think should be just so happy. So part of it is your attitude. I mean, you have a choice. There is a choice you have to take your life situation and look at it in as positive way as possible, or you can take the same life situation and look at it negative. You could be, you know, Robin Williams is a great example. How it's hard to think, how could Robin Williams be depressed? He's got millions. He's got international acclaim. How is it possible that, you know, somebody who's born into a family of millionaires, you know, there's tons of people. I think Gloria Vanderbilt's mother, you know, people, you're like, how could these people be depressed? But people are. But part of it is just, you can take your rich, successful life and focus on the negative and make yourself crazy. You can take your poor, struggling, hard-working life and focus on the negative, or you can focus on all the good things, all the positive things. You do have that choice. Maybe you can't change everything in your life, but you have a choice of how you look at it and how you interpret it and what you focus on. And sometimes that's your only choice. Sometimes, even when your life is going to crap, you can look at and focus on the positive stuff. There's always something positive. So, and if you or anyone you know is in a dark place, reach out to someone, talk to someone. Take a walk, do something physical, get your body moving. That's the first thing to do. If you're in a bad place, if you're in a dark place, get your body moving, get your blood pumping to get all those kind of like bad hormones and chemicals, get things flowing. That will be an instant improvement. And then talk to someone. If you don't have a professional therapist or a like medical person to talk to a friend, talk to a relative, talk to there are, if you're in a really bad situation, there's suicide hotlines. There are a lot of places have low cost and no cost therapy options for people in crisis. So if you or someone you know is in a dark place, reach out and see. Try to reach for a life preserver, because as dark as the place you or somebody you know is in today, that can all change tomorrow or the next day. So, and life is short enough as it is. I mean, think about it. How many years do you have for your life? If you're extremely lucky, you live to 100. But most people, if they get to 70s or 80s, that's probably as much as they can expect. Some people much earlier. Some people, Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, her husband, who's only 47, just dropped dead. 47 years old. They were on vacation in Mexico. He had like an aneurysm or fell on the treadmill. He's the CEO of a thing called Digit, which is an internet company, and they weren't sure if he had a heart attack and fell on the treadmill and then hit his head, or if he fell, hit his head, and then had a heart attack. But whatever happened, whichever the order was, young guy, 47, looked young, married, happy, doing all kinds of amazing things on vacation with his kids, dropped dead like that. In an instant, you're going from having a happy family vacation to dead. So life is short. It's very short. So there's no need to shorten it yourself. It's already going to be short enough. David Jones says, the moral of that story is to never exercise. Exercising will kill you. That is the moral of that. Yes. Treadmills are dangerous killing machines. Well, I mean, to be honest, anything, walking, breathing, you can be eating and choke on something and die. You could walk down the street and trip on a crack or on nothing, just trip over your own foot and fall and kill yourself. So, you can't be afraid of doing things, because there's even the simplest things. People have weird, crazy freak accidents, but Linda says she thinks about it every time she goes to bed. You could, Linda, here's one to freak you out. You could be lying in bed and a sinkhole could open up under your building and swallow the entire building. Or a comet or some space debris or an airplane could crash into your building. A tornado. Anything could happen. Life is short. If you're in a dark place and you think you want to make it even shorter, talk to someone. Hi, Chaos Streak. Chaos says, you never know when you will die. Death finds you. No, but this girl I know, it seems sad that nobody was able to, or she wasn't able to see a way out of the dark place she was in. And she just got, I don't know, I guess she just got tired. She just got tired and wanted to end it. So, but that leaves a lot of people hanging, you know. You don't realize how many people you affect until you do something like that. Linda says she is planning to live to be 100 at least. Well, then you better start working on your fitness. Just stay away from the treadmill. No, I'm teasing. Treadmills you rarely kill. There's a rogue treadmill. Hi, Sue. Thank you for checking in. Oh my goodness. Yes, I am. I am running late. I got started late. Sorry about that. I had some technical problems in the beginning. I had to sign off and reboot and sign back on. And Chaos, what part? You're new. Hi. What part of the world are you from? I am in Los Angeles. Chaos. Chaos Streak. Hello, Sue. Yeah, I'm just about to sign off myself. But for anyone who knows, who saw my Facebook, you know what I'm talking about, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm just not making any public declarations of what happened because it's not my place. I'll leave that up to the family to post that. I don't want to be the one to like give out the information. But for those of you who are on my Facebook, you know who I'm talking about. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, oh, you saw it, Linda. Linda, you know what I'm talking about. You commented on it. Yeah, so anyhow, so I know we'll have more information about exactly what happened, but to be honest, the details are not as relevant because once somebody ends their life, you know, we're always curious about, oh, exactly how they did it or what were all the reasons, but it always ends up being, you know, it doesn't matter because the only thing that matters is that they're gone. So yeah, we worked on a film together. So anyhow, so that's my inspiration. Just remember, everybody's having a burden, and you know, give yourself a break if you need it. And if somebody else seems to be struggling, reach out to them or direct them to somebody who can help. Thank you, Linda. Yeah. So this is your public service announcement. It does get better. I know there's been plenty of times I've been in a dark place myself before, and so I know how people feel when they're there. And I know that I'm probably not the only one. There's probably some of you out there who've been in that dark place. Sometimes it's hard to crawl out, but if you keep moving, there is a light at the tunnel. There's something to be positive about. Allura says, don't give up no matter how bad things are. It's not worth it. You just have to come back and do it again. Even pizza? David Jones says, what if the light at the end of a tunnel is actually a train? If that is the case, David Jones, then run the other way. Hopefully you can outrun the train. Of course, if it is a train coming at you, then you won't have to worry about taking your own life because the train is going to run over you. Like that guy, what was that, like 6 months ago? That actor, George Plitt. He was shooting illegally on the train tracks, shooting a commercial, and tried to outrun the train. Don't try to outrun the train. Don't try to outrun the train. Just stay off the damn tracks. I knew that guy. I met him. Did I tell you guys that? Anyhow, so I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome. I will be back tomorrow at 5:15 Los Angeles time. Thank you so much for checking in. Remember, it gets better. It does get better. All right. Tasting Tuesday. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Creme and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and Philip and Sam and St. Clinton. Thank you for checking in. You guys are awesome! Kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow.